Sandra here in Tampa, Florida. We are at SOFIC 2016. We stopped by the Leidos booth, and there is a ton of stuff going on. And I'm here with Brian Keller. How are you?
Good, Andrea.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much for being here.
So, tell me a little bit about what you were doing here at SOFIC 2016.
Well, great. It's an important question, and I think the most important thing we're doing here is meeting with our customers from the Special Operations Command. Because a large business like ours with technical solutions and very bright people gain benefit by understanding and appreciating what the customer really needs. And it's almost difficult to say customer because these are men and women who go into harm's way, but they are our customers and our most important customers. So when we come here, we engage in a dialogue, we gain a better appreciation of their needs, their challenges, and that arms our engineers, our scientists, our business developers, and our people with knowledge to come back and give them the best solution.
That's incredible. So you've been around for a really long time. Is there any
Not that much.
Is there any secret to the times changing and keeping up with all of these different?
Sure, and it gets to our very first point. Requirements change, the enemy, our adversaries change, and we have to adapt at a speed that's quicker than their ability to adapt. And so we gain that knowledge, we the industry partners gain that knowledge by talking to our customers, but it also allows us to showcase not only our technical solutions, which are very, very incredible, and it span a great depth and breadth from medical to airborne ISR, the cyber and command and control domains, serious gaming to help train, airborne ISR solutions, maritime autonomy. All those things are incredibly important to our customer, in this case SOCOM. But most importantly, our people we get the chance to showcase our people. And our people are scientists, engineers, men and women who really understand the customer and are really dedicated to doing the things that are right to support our men and women in harm's way.
Kevin Kaiser, how are you today?
We're really excited to be here at SOFIC 2016.
It's the perfect place for you. Can you tell me a little bit about specifically what you do here at Leidos?
Sure. So basically I'm a program manager for our Naval Health business within Leidos. We have a multitude of programs that really work with active duty Navy and Marine Corps specifically. But today we're here to showcase some of our technologies and things that we do around warfighter performance, which is one of our big elements of our program.
So what's going on behind us?
Yeah, so what we're demonstrating here specifically today is really an application that can inform on operational readiness. And so it's a tool that you can take a variety of different type of data, physiological data, behavioral health data, performance data, environmental data, and integrate it into one solution that presents a very clear picture of readiness and resilience for individuals and teams. So I'd like to introduce you another one of our program managers, Mr. Pat Bannister.
All right, I have a chance to meet Pat Bannister to talk a little bit more in detail about the overall Leidos Health arm. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, most people know us for really national security, big data, that type of stuff, but actually we're one of the bigger providers of healthcare for the military. Right now we're doing the modernization of all the healthcare records for the military. So every hospital soon will have an electronic medical record rather than the paper one, so that's ongoing at this point. We also run the nurse advice line. So we've had about 1.5 million calls in the last 2 years. And then finally, we also have a program where we provide family counseling to the military family members overseas. So we have people all over Europe and Asia, and we've been doing this for the last 30 years. We deal with a lot of high-risk clients. In the 30 years we've had this program, there's been no suicides, even though we're dealing with high-risk people. And and a lot of the military, we deal with a lot of military kids. These are kids that are actually going to go into the military. So it's been a very, very successful program in terms of working with military families and helping them out behaviorally.
Pat, is there anyone else that we should meet?
Sure, we have Dr. Kirk Parsley with us. He's a former SEAL.
So you specialize in health optimization and military performance optimization. What specifically do you do?
That's a great question. I do a lot of really secret stuff. I do this I started doing this in the military. I do it for the civilian sector as well, but the basic concept is that the lifestyle that everybody leads these days, and especially in the military, is not really what our bodies were designed to do, and so people break down, but they don't necessarily have disease, right? So as a medical doctor, I was trained how to recognize and treat disease. I wasn't taught anything about really how to help people perform better. So people feel like in the medical community, people feel that the medical community is there for when you're broken. And the type of medicine that I do is say, hey, you don't have to be broken to get better. If you're not performing at your best, let's work on getting you to perform better. Okay? And I do that primarily through lifestyle, sleep, nutrition, exercise, and stress control. And Leidos has put together a program where it kind of integrates all of that and gives you a snapshot of how you're performing. Like you answer a few questions, you put your finger over this little light, and it'll tell you, are you a bag of rocks today, or are you kind of operating at your best? And then let's do some little interventions to put you at your peak performance. And then you add to that with the military, you have a lot of prescription medications around pain, or there's a lot of chaotic sleep in the military, and so they like to drug people to sleep with something like Ambien, or wake people up with some sort of stimulant, and it just leads to kind of a metabolic mess, and then people can't perform very well. And they don't know they're not performing well because everybody around them is doing the same thing. And we can take some very simple measurements and go, oh, if you did this, you would perform a little better, and if you did this, you would perform a little better. And then you have, this program could actually be collectively sort of all brought together to where the commander could have it in an autonomous form, so that nobody's diming themselves out, but 80% of my troops are ready to go, and 20% of them are kind of broken, and let's see what we can do about that 20%.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's such a comfort to us that you're taking such good care of everyone, and you're doing just an
I'm
incredible
just one
job.
man, but I'm doing what I can
Yes,
to
you
make
are.
this scalable and get it out there. Yeah.
Huh, insane. I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You're welcome.
Well, that is one of many arms that Leidos does. We've definitely got a sneak peek into more of what we didn't really know Leidos has done. And so thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for more on SOFIC TV.